Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Megan. If you didn't know, now you know. I figured we'd pop in and do a face cam. I know, I don't look super fancy, but that's okay. Because we're here for nails. Not all this, but let me show you what we've got. So we have this package that Maniology sent over to us. So thank you, Maniology, for sending it. It's Valentine supplies. We're gonna do Valentine's nails today. Let's look. So we've got this little card. Creativity is a tap away. And it's true. Here's some more information. There's a little QR code if you want to scan it. So we've got us a little collection of polishes and some plates. Let me zoom in and we'll look at those. So here is our trio of polishes. They're in the valentine shades. This one's like red. We're gonna have to get a closer look to tell if it's a reddy pink or just red. And then we've got this dusty purpley pink and then this pink here. Here's the back. Interesting box that they're in this plastic one with the window. They typically don't have a window, so I was surprised by that. Okay, and this container in here also. I wonder if this is new packaging or old packaging. So we have Quasar, Blossom, and Pumps. Yes, so Quasar here looks very, very red in the camera. In real life, it is also quite red, but it does have a bit of a pink undertone to my eye. But we're definitely going to be using it. And of course we are. Here's Blossom, our dusty purple pink. And in the camera, I think it looks pretty close to what I'm seeing as well. Very nice. We'll be using it, of course. And then Pumps also appears to be pretty accurate. And here is this one, very traditional bubblegum pink. Oh, and this sticker fell out. Be boldly you. Okay, I'll put this on my sticker wall. Now let's look at our plates. I did get to pick these out. So I picked M564. This one is about fairy tales. And I am a massive fan of fairy tales, so of course I had to pick this one. I definitely want to use it to make like maybe a love story fairy tale. We'll see. And then we also have M045. This one I liked because it is half happy love valentines and half unhappy anti-valentines. So I figured we could do one of each. Maybe we got one happy love hand, one unhappy anti-love hand. That would be pretty cool. I don't know which one of these three themes we're gonna do in this video just yet, because I kind of want to look at the plates here and get some ideas together before I decide. But I will be doing nails with all of them, so if it's not in this video, there's going to be pictures at least on my socials, so definitely be following those so that you do see them. And you can find the links to these plates and polishes in the description below, as well as my discount code. It's on the screen, I believe, so you can save 10%. Go ahead and pick up these items if you want them, or any of the other new Valentine's items, which there are some really great ones out there. And in fact, I saw there was a plate that came out that would go really well with this. And so I personally definitely want that one. Anywho, let me get at least one hand ready and we'll do some nails. All right, so I have got all that paint removed. These are the nails I have on underneath. It's kind of bright. Let me turn it down a little bit. Okay, so I have decided we are gonna go ahead and do this plate, and I'm gonna do two hands. So this is an extra special video. Not only are we getting face cam, but we're also getting two sets of nails for the price of one. We're gonna do one Happy Valentine's and one Anti-Valentines. So we need to put down some base colors. I'm gonna start by painting this hand first because This is my dominant hand. I can trust this hand to be wet and paint this one, but the other way around, not so much. So this guy's going first. And I think also I want this to be my anti-Valentine's hand. We're gonna use these to actually paint the base as well. You don't have to, but it's what I am going to do today. Now remember, with stamping polish, it dries quickly, so move fast, get it on there smoothly, because the more you have to work it, the more it's gonna start to dry and clump up. So that's on there. It's also super opaque, so you really just do not need more than one coat. We're gonna do this one with that same red background. Perfect. Now we're gonna take the darker pink. I didn't get as much paint on this brush as I did that other one. That's not ideal because we want it to go on smooth. Alright, gotta leave that one alone before I make it worse. It's okay. Alright, then we'll do this one with that same color. Go in with a little cleanup brush here along the edge. There we go. Neaten that on up. And then I'm gonna do the light pink for the thumb. This one's probably actually gonna have to have a second coat because it's kind of going on streaky. And I just jammed it into my other finger. So that's part of the problem, but I think it needs to be mixed. So make sure you're shaking your polishes. There we go. Let's try that again. That does seem to be a bit smoother looking. Well, and now I've just painted all down the side of my finger. That's amazing. Sometimes painting with your non-dominant hand can be a bit of a challenge, but we've got all those base colors on that hand. So now we gotta do the other hand. All right, so on this hand, we're gonna do 3 light pinks and 2 medium pinks. So let's start with this pinky with a light pink. Don't even know how much that was in the camera, but we're gonna do a light pink on this finger too. And then the thumb as well. I think that's pretty good. Barely in the camera again, pardon me. And then we just have these two we're gonna do with the medium pink. Okay, so that's on there. I'm gonna give these a few moments to dry, and then we're gonna top coat them in, because if you're gonna do nail stamping, you want to top coat in your base colors in case you mess up your stamps. That way you can scrub them off and not have to start completely over. So I will be back once we've top coated all this in and we're ready to move on to the fun part. Alright, so we've got all these sealed in. Look how shiny they are. They look like candy. Very pretty already. Let's pick up some stamps here because we're gonna have to fill some in. We've got some reverse stamping to do. I've got this black stamping polish that we are going to be working with. Let's start grabbing stamps. Decent pickup. Good, good, good. They don't always pick up great on the first time, so sometimes cleaning the whole plate to start with really helps. Another great pickup. Y'all can't see it. There we go. Now I have to clean the plate because of the overlap. It's where I need to be able to pick up some more stamps. I like to use a cotton ball grabber. Fantastic. There you go. Now you can see that one looks good. I actually got a pretty decent bear too, but I'm not going to be using that. There we go. Now I will clean these things off because we're going to set them to the side. We've got some stamps to fill in. These don't need to be filled in, so we're going to leave those out of the way. We're going to paint these. I use a silicone circle for a palette, and I like to use this tiny fine detail brush. You want to kind of hover. So I'll zoom this in, and I'm going to do it in silence, but we're going to fast forward. Alright, so we've got all those filled in. Now we're going to go ahead and start applying them. We're going to start with these because those have had the most amount of time to dry. And we're going to use this sticky base coat to create a sticky layer to put them on. So I'm just going to start with this one. Just want to put this on here and then give it about 30 seconds to dry so that it will get a little bit tacky. If you wait too long, it'll dry completely and it won't be sticky anymore. But if you do it too soon, then your stamp's gonna slide and you don't want that either. Let's do some stamping. I think I'm gonna turn it around. Perfect. I like it. I do kind of wish I had put some white on the back of this so the little cross eyes and mouth were a little bit more obvious, but it's all right. All right, now let's put some sticky on this one. And then I just like to test it by touching the very edge. So that's good. We're gonna put this one on here and look down through it. This one, I still have like the grid paper. Some of them you'll see I've switched to the threads, which I like the best, but the grid paper is okay as long as you can still see through it. Now, the issue that I do run into sometimes is my nails are a smidgen long. So as you can see, it doesn't go all the way down. So I am going to have to maybe do a tip. I think instead of trying to pick up more stamp to fill it in, I think giving it a black mini French would actually be an acceptable way to deal with that. And then we just use our lint roller, of course, to clean this off. Let's go for this one next. Okay. So we've had a moment for that to dry. I think we're gonna go in with this one. I can't quite recall the way that I intended it, but I think that's the way I want to do it. So I am gonna look down the barrel of this. You're not gonna be able to quite see it, but it'll be fine. There we go. I was able to get that on there with complete coverage. Guess it's a little smidgen that's not. Now we'll just clean the rest of that where it's too much. And underneath, we'll melt that extra off too. I think it's looking pretty cute so far. Now we gotta do this one. Okay, let's see if we can't get this on relatively straight. Well, it looks like we've actually had quite a bit of overhang on this one that we've got to clean off. It's okay though. Okay, I think that's all right. Now we just have this one left for the gas mask, which I think is hilarious. That one has had its moment. Let's go ahead and put this on here. Look how cute it is. Okay, so now we need to go in with the aqua topper to top coat these so that when we final top coat them in, we don't ruin them. Top coat melts nail polish and we don't want that. And actually, once I get them all final coated in, I'm gonna go over it with a matte top coat as well because I think I'd like this set to be matte. You don't have to mattify at the end, but I think I would like to this time. I don't always, but let's get them secured with this aqua topper. You can use the smudge-free top coat. They're both smudge-free top coats, but the aqua topper is just thicker than the regular smudge-free top coat. And so I feel like it gives a more magnified and gel-like finish. And so I like it. Even though we're gonna mattify it at the end, I like how it kind of makes it look a little plumper. Perfect. Now we have to wait for this to dry. And to be fair, water-based top coats take a little bit of time to dry. So I'm gonna have to come back once they are dry and we get the other top coat put on. But in the meantime, I'm actually gonna go ahead and pick up the stamps for this hand over here and get those painted. All right, so I've got the stamps made up for this hand. Boy, can you be in focus or not? There we go. So we're gonna start putting them on, and that is also how you will see them. I'm gonna do 2 fingers at a time for these, because they are relatively quick to apply, so I think it'll be just fine. Alright, so they're sticky enough. I actually am going to start with this one because I think it's less sticky than the other one. I don't want to waste it. Well, it didn't go on exactly the way I would like. There was some broken areas that lifted up, and I don't know if I can fill them in because I can't see it well. Let's take this paper out. It seems like this part was actually down here and it slid, and so there's not really going to be a way to repair that. Meanwhile, I have just pissed away so much time that I'm supposed to be applying this one. Oh, XOXO. I think it makes more sense to look at it this direction. Please. I don't know what level it's wanting to focus for, but let's clean up around these. This whole side, it just like didn't stick any down. But it's still here. I mean, potentially I can get some. Let's see. There we go. That'll do. I wish this stood out more. I think I had actually intended to do it with black on red, but I forgot. I'm running out of sticky pickup on this sheet. I'm going to peel it off. Okay, so we're going to start with this one. I'm going to put down this part. And then the bottom is going to be this part. There we go. That's all right. And then we're doing these suckers over here on this finger. So that's okay. I'm going to clean that up real quick. All right. So those are looking pretty good so far, I think. Now we've got this one. Let's go ahead and throw some sticky base coat on it. Okay. So that one's dry enough, and here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna put this little lips on here. Yeah. And then also this here, it says, "Kiss me, you fool." Like that. There's a little bit of black debris on that one, unfortunately. That's pretty cute. Got a little bit close to the edge, but that's alright. Let's turn it around. I like it. It's very graffiti-like. I wonder if I can ever so carefully try to clean this black up. Yeah, kinda. That's the purpose of that good base coat, top coat stuff. Anyway, this one is so plain. Like, it blends in so much. I want to put something on top of it, but I'm kind of thinking maybe some of these like white hearts, some 3D. What do you think? I think that would be okay. Like just a couple of them sprinkled on there. All right, so I use 4 rhinestones only to attach charms, rhinestones, 3D thingies to nail polish. You don't need gel. This stuff works really well. I put a little bit on a palette. I'm gonna scoop some of it up with my little brush I'm working with. I think we'll put one about right here. So I just want to put a good little glob. Yeah. And then we'll get us one of these hearts. Put it on there. I don't want to use the purple ones because there are no purple designs incorporated into this set, and so I figured that would look kind of weird. But the white ones can go. And then let's put another one about right there. Yeah. And then one more about right here. I think that'll be just right. And the good news is we can top coat these in, so we won't have to worry about them coming loose. Alright, I'm going to let that dry a little bit, and then I will come back. We are going to aqua top all of this in, and then I'm going to have to regular top coat it in, but I'll be back when it's time for all that. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and get these top coated in. I am putting on Sèche Vive for these. I'm going to leave these shiny, and so I do want that nice clumping effect that this one does create. I'm skipping this one for now because it is being sealed in by a layer of 4 rhinestones only, and I want to see how much it dries down before I go to add some more because of those 3D hearts. I don't want it to just become a big blobby area because that's not cute. Okay, so that's that for those. Those will need a moment to dry. But in the meantime, we're going to put on some Orly matte top coat on this hand, on all of the nails. Orly is my favorite regular nail polish brand. They make high quality products in plain finishes. Now, if you're wanting special finishes, you're going to want to go more of an indie route. But if you just want a nice cream, a nice shimmer, you know, something simple, the price is really good for the amount of product you get and the quality of product you get. And I really like their matte top coat because it is very matte and it doesn't crack apart when it's drying like some matte top coats do. And so I appreciate that. All right, you can see it goes to work really quickly. My eye was itching. Look at it, it's drying already. You can see the mattifying taking place. I'm going to come back in a moment while the other hand has a chance to dry as well, and then we're going to have a little look-see at everything. Okay, so here's what we've got. They're looking real good. Let me zoom in. Alright, so here's our anti-valentines look. I like it. And this cute little gas mask. And then here is our Valentine's look. Now this one you can see is a bit cloudy, and what it is the aqua topper, especially when it's kind of thick, it takes a while to dry, and so when you seal it in with a quick drying top coat, it makes a fog. But once it does actually completely dry, that will clear up. And then we get our little suckers, our happy Valentine's Day, our little rose heart. I think it's cute. This one is my favorite. So I think those are quite nice. Very cute. I am gonna get photos of both of these nail sets, and so I'll go ahead and start playing those right here. Thank you again, Maniology, for sending these items over to us so that we could try them out and make some cute little Valentine's Day nails. My code is on the screen. Feel free to use it. The links are in the description as well, so you can find these items, and you can use my affiliate link just to get to Maniology as well, so they'll know you came from me, even if you don't use the code. Additionally, there are links to my socials and stuff down there. Definitely be following those so that you'll see the other nail sets that I end up posting. Got a lot of cool stuff coming up and you'll want to be here for it, so make sure you are subscribed. And if you did like this video, hit the like button. The algorithm thanks you and so do I. And if you haven't been told or become aware yet, we have made it to channel membership eligibility. So if you're interested, check out the perks that come with each level and see if any of those are something that you want to participate in. I would appreciate if you did choose a level and become a member. I'm trying to do some fun stuff for members only, but I've got to have members to come to that fun stuff. We've got members only chat rooms, we've got exclusive emojis, we've got members only posts and content like videos, shorts, that kind of stuff, and we even have members only live streams. So pick the level you think you would enjoy the most and I will appreciate it and be happy to see you there. But that's really it, I would say. Thank you again for watching my video. I appreciate you. Leave me a nails emoji if you made it all the way to the end, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.